Welcome in, guys. Welcome to my channel. As always, it's your boy, New Sauce Hootis, and tonight we are going to be running some benchmarks for the new Monster Hunter Wilds game. I know my PC can handle it. We're just going to run a couple different settings and see what we get. For all you tech nerds out there, I'm running the Intel Core i9-14900K. My GPU is the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090. I just updated my game ready driver today, so I do believe I have the latest GPU driver version as well. We're gonna put our settings, our graphic settings, the first go, we're gonna hit ultra. Ray tracing is high. The upscaling is NVIDIA DLSS. Frame generation is enabled. Right now, we're just gonna go for quality on the upscaling mode. We're gonna change a few things around. We're gonna run the benchmark a few times. Let's see what we get.
But before we get into today's video, as always, guys, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel so you never miss another video. If there's something you want to see, drop me a comment. Chances are I'll see it, and we can probably make that happen. Also, tell your friends. They might like the content too. Anything like that really helps a channel like mine grow. So I appreciate the support, guys. Keep it up.
Benchmark 1 of question mark. If you guys have suggestions on what I should try, I'm open to it.
As soon as we find a good spot, we can get things set up and ready to go. And then
Average FPS right now, about 157.
You bet.
Yeah. I hope we find them soon.
Look!
And the average frame rate right now, it's holding pretty steady at 157. I'm not mad at that at all.
They're exceptionally agitated. Could they be chasing something?
It's a person! Bring us closer!
And crash right into them!
We're still too far away! What do we do?
I just want to say that the graphics on this game are fucking amazing.
That's all right.
Can you reach it?
I have to try.
I'm coming too!
I don't ever do this, but it's usually never this easy to do this, so I'm doing it. Okay, so that's the FPS on a cutscene. Still over 150 right now. Like I said, if my PC can't run this game, I don't think there's many people out there who have a PC that, like, can. But that's a very biased opinion. Very biased opinion. For any of those of you that are curious as to what kind of PC I have, it is a Starforge Systems Voyager 2 Elite. I wouldn't recommend any other pre-build company if you're going for a pre-build. I do have an entire video on my channel dedicated to all the different specs, how it performs with different various games. If you're curious, go and check it out. I'll put a link to that video at the end of this one. I want to say sometime in May or June, I will be building my own PC, and that'll be dedicated exclusively for gaming. I'm going to try and get my hands on the MSI Supreme Liquid 32 gig VRAM. It's gonna have some upgrades. So stay tuned for that video in about 4 months. Honestly, from what I can see, there's a decent balance of quality, and I mean, the frame rates, I can't complain about that. Seeing as how I am streaming, unfortunately, all of you guys are limited to 60 frames per second. Yeah, and we're still maintaining 142 FPS. If you need more than that, no, you don't. I also would just like to say, we're going to be running 5 of these benchmarks. I wanted to run one full one, and then, you know, different highlights from the other 4. However, I'm not going to be running 5 full benchmarks for you guys. You know, I'm not trying to put anybody to sleep. Just give you a basic idea of the performance of each different graphic quality setting, things like that. This is making me kind of hungry, I'm not gonna lie. So, benchmark number 1. That is 144.34 FPS. I don't have much to say about that. The graphic setting was set to quality. Ray tracing is at max. So like, we'll run a couple others. I'm not even out for the highest FPS when I play this game. We're gonna go over to our graphics. I'm gonna keep DLSS. That's, I mean, a given, basically. The frame generation is going to stay enabled for the first couple, and then we'll disable it afterwards. We're also going to keep the highest like quality settings. So for the upscaling mode now, we're going to do ultra performance and see how much it compromises quality just for frame rate.
In a good spot, we can get things set up and ready to go. And then we can get started.
This is gonna be great!
You bet.
Yeah.
All right.
Find them soon.
I mean, there is a very small compromise to quality. Very small.
Look!
I'm not really going to say that the game looks noticeably any worse, though, and now there's some spots where over 200 FPS. It dropped a little bit when it comes to actual gameplay, but, like, not by much at all. And it's still, like, relatively higher than it was in quality mode. The quality is a little worse in performance, but if you switch it to quality mode, you're getting about 140, a little over 140 FPS. Because the AI frame generation, it works a little goofy. For those of you that don't know, it basically takes your current frame and your next frame, and it splits it up into a hybrid of those two to generate more frames per second, but roughly 50% of those are artificial in a sense. Okay, our graphics setting, ultra performance, we've got about 161.7 FPS. Okay, so we are going to remove frame generation, and we are going to put it in balanced and see what we get. So after turning off frame gen, putting it in balanced, we're still getting right around 90 frames per second. Not bad at all. Yeah, I'm very curious. I'm very curious. I don't know why, but so it uses AI anti-aliasing while maintaining native resolution. So if it's using AI anti-aliasing, we might as well go ahead and enable frame gen again. We're going to use double AI. AI squared. I don't know what any of this shit means, but yeah, we're going to try it. If I crash my shit, I crash my shit. Okay, DLAA with frame gen. Everything's still turned all the way up. We're getting about an average of 128 FPS. The quality hasn't really been compromised for any of these graphics modes. I'd say it's more of a matter of preference at this point. What kind of an experience do you want with this game? Okay, there is one more benchmark that I would like to run. We're gonna see if we can crank our average frame rate up to about 220 to 240 the entire time. We are gonna turn our ray tracing off. Our texture quality, we're gonna go to medium. Our texture filter quality, it's gonna go to medium. Mesh quality, holy shit, that looks kinda bad. Fur quality, low. And the icing on the cake, upscaling mode. Ultra performance. I might break my PC right now. Let's run the benchmark on some lower quality settings with frame gen on, ray tracing off. I'm curious. My shit's gonna start on fire. Yeah, you're really losing a lot of quality now.
Yeah.
I hope we find them soon.
I mean, the frames are higher for sure. 196. It ain't no 220, but I mean, that's... Oh, all right. Okay, we're at an average of roughly 200. So, I mean, my plan kind of worked. All right, guys, we're winding down to the end here. What did we learn? Well, I don't know about you. I haven't learned a goddamn thing. I ran a bunch of different graphic settings, a bunch of different quality settings, frame rate, DLSS, DLAA, ultra performance, balanced. I think the only thing that I've learned is you have to find the setting that's right for you. You want frames, but you also want the game to look good too, because it is a good looking game. I guess whatever your PC can handle, mine is an extreme example, and I'm aware of that. Results definitely may vary, even if we have a very similar build.
Welcome!
So leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you've ran this benchmark, what kind of GPU, CPU you're running, and tell me what kind of frames you're getting. Tell me how the game looks. I am curious. If there's a test that I haven't ran with the settings you'd like me to see me run, let me know that too. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss any of my content. I'll be back with more bangers sooner than later. But until that time comes, just remember that you don't have to be good to have a good time. Peace!